All right, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
It's Friday the 20th.
It is.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Glad that it's a little bit cooler out today.
Is it?
It is.
I don't know.
It's not 150 degrees in this building today, so
Not yet.
that's nice.
It's still a little early.
Thanks for that. Okay, we'll try to go quick today. So next week, the biggest topic for me to remind everybody is next week we have a special meeting with our city council on the 24th to begin budget season. It's the kickoff. We're going to be talking about our 5-year financial forecast, which is a tool that we provide the city council with to see what the outlook of our budget is, given what we've seen this year in our financial performance, both revenues and expenses, where we think the world is going. World meaning like Carmel. Of course, geopolitical stuff influences what goes on here too, but more about where things are going based on our projections and what that looks like when we fold in our capital improvement plan.
Yes.
So we'll be talking about those things. We'll be talking about that CIP, the capital improvement plan, along with the notion of deferred maintenance. So we have capital projects, which are things that we have planned as a regular course of ongoing business. And then there's a pretty big list of deferred maintenance, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's stuff that we, maybe hit the brakes on during COVID or just honestly haven't kept up on.
Right.
And it's a pretty large list. It's 100 million and change.
Yep.
And so that's something we're going to be talking about with council throughout the budget season this year is how do we want to address that? So we talk about this all the time. These are the most important meetings. If you're going to come to meetings, these are the ones to come to, the budget meetings.
Yeah.
Because this is how the council decides how to spend the money throughout the year and how things either do or don't get done. Certainly appeals on, the color of a fence or things like that are important, and we're glad people show up for those, but I really do hope that people will show up for the budget meetings this year.
Yeah, the community's input is very, very important. I mean, ultimately, it's your budget.
That's right. It's your budget.
It's your budget.
We work for you, so come tell us
What to do with the money.
That's right. The other thing, just give everyone a heads up, if you see some folks working down along the bluffs and scenic pathway next week and the coming weeks, we're starting geotechnical work down there to prepare for the series of erosion and shoreline projects down there, the 8th Avenue sand ramp, the stairs, the minor erosion we have down there at 11th, those kind of things. We need to understand what the state of the soils are underneath the surface. And so you'll see some geotechnical work going on down there over the next coming weeks. And the last thing to just share with everybody, I don't know how many of our residents probably experienced it, but I do know that many of our friends in the commercial district yesterday experienced a very last minute shut off from our partners at CalAm. And I use that word because they need to do a better job of partnering with us because it was basically less than a 24-hour notice. There were some electronic notifications that were sent out to property owners, but most of our operators don't own the buildings that they operate in. So there was some really last minute planning that had to be done by our business operators. Fortunately, we have some connections at CalAm. The original plan was there was going to be a shutdown from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We were able to get on the phone with them yesterday when we found out about it and shift their work to earlier in the morning. I was able to make a couple calls to folks I know in the organization. We got some extra crew on the site, so they were actually wrapped up by 11, which is better.
They did, I know.
It's better than 4. But coming out of that, because we recognize nobody's perfect, we're going to take it as an opportunity to meet with CalAm following so that any future shutdowns, there's a better job done of notification. I think a week is reasonable for something like that when you have to close down your business, not serve lunch, not have your staff come in and get paid that day. That's a big deal.
Right.
So 24, 48 hours is not adequate. And so we'll be following up on that. Ended up not being as bad as it was going to be originally, but it still wasn't great.
Yeah.
So on behalf of CalAm, I suppose I apologize, but I will tell you that Marissa and I are going to take it seriously and meet with CalAm and make sure that they do a better job next time when they want to do work in our city. That is what I have. Marissa, what do you have?
Just 2 items. A quick update on street addresses. And I talked about this last Friday, but actually next week, starting on Wednesday, staff is going to go to visit the multi-units. They're going to do on-site visits.
Those are like apartments, right?
Those are like apartments, to try to determine how many of them there are to a building, to better assess the numbering methodology that they're going to use for the multi-units. So if you see our staff around your multi-unit buildings or your apartments, that's what they're doing. They're not doing inspections. This is not a.
But say hi to them.
Yeah, please say
Yeah.
hi. Yeah, but don't be afraid to
Yeah.
say hi, or they're not doing inspections. It's just a multi-unit. We're continuing this work on street addresses. We also had I should say the evacuation drill from Chief Trayer is really ramping up.
That's right.
We had a meeting on Wednesday with all of our partners in Monterey
All
County.
the stakeholders, yeah.
All stakeholders were there. I mean, the Sheriff's Department, the county's Department of Emergency Management, SPCA, Fire, County Fire. Of course, our volunteers, FIPS and CERTs were there. So what we're requesting the community to do is please sign up to participate if you haven't already. And you can find that on the Chief's Facebook, the
Yep,
Police Department's
and on our
Facebook.
website.
It's on our website, and it's also on our Instagram.
That's right. And the drill is slated for May 30th.
That's
And
right.
so there's a flyer out there. It's going to be at the post office. It's going to be wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody that would help us respond to an emergency situation was there on Wednesday, and they're prepared to help us run through this drill.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be pretty spectacular. Kudos to the chief and his whole team.
That's right.
For really doing an excellent job of planning that. That's pretty much it for today. I hope you have a nice weekend. It's
Yeah,
going to be a
you
little
do
bit
too.
cooler. I hope you all have a nice weekend, get some rest, enjoy the sunshine, and hopefully we'll see you around town.
See you around town.